My name's Margaret Lilley. I work for Scripture Union, and you can find me today in my greenhouse. My dad died a few months ago, and as we were sorting out his house, we came across all the seeds packets that he was hoping to plant this year. And so I thought, I could perhaps follow on in his footsteps. And so over the last couple of weeks, I've been busy sowing the seeds. And as you can see, some of the sunflower seeds have developed and they're grown really well. And yet others are just dormant at the moment. And others are just about springing up. And so we'll see how many more seeds actually develop. But actually this got me thinking about how our lives can be transformed when we're thinking about our time with children and young people, and how we sow seeds, how we look to sow seeds in children and young people's lives. And in 1 Corinthians chapter 3, we pick it up at verse 6. It says, I planted the seed, that's Paul talking to the Corinthians, Apollos watered it, but God made it grow. So neither he who plants nor he who waters is anything, but only God who makes things grow. The man who plants and the man who waters have one purpose, and each will be rewarded according to his own labour. For we are God's fellow workers. You are God's field, God's building. And so as we look at the seeds, there might be children and young people that we've spoken to that we've probably moved on and we're not in contact with them. As with a girl that recently got in contact with me and told me the story of how she used to come to a club that I used to run in a school. We talked about Bible stories and then she left school and went on to another school. I lost contact with her. And then she looked me up and described the moment that she found Jesus to be a friend. At a friend's christening, she suddenly was aware of God with her, and she prayed and she remembered all the Bible stories that she'd heard through the club that I ran. And she contacted me and said, I just remember what you said. And so that seed that I planted all those years ago came into fruition with this girl. And so we might not hear of any children, young people that we've spent ages with, just explaining who God was, who God is, and what he will be doing. But we can still pray. It's over to God to carry on that work, but we can pray. So with seeds, I've got my packet of seeds here, and if you've got a packet of seeds or anything or something else, you might want to put into your hand and just use this as a symbol to be praying for those young people, those children that you've spoken to in days gone by that you've lost contact with, or perhaps saying they don't want to know. You can still pray. So when you see a packet of seeds, remember that you have sown those seeds, and that is over to God to form it into something in growth. Thank you. Bye-bye.